Hi folks, this is Vicky from patternprincess.com. I wanted to share a really a nice simple textured stitch using single crochet and double crochet. There are many combinations just using those two stitches that you can develop and work up a really pretty crochet project with. So today I actually am, I started a blanket and I'll be sharing that on my blog post when I get that done. But I just wanted to show the stitches to you so that you could see how it's worked. This here, it's a very nice texture. I'm using a Caron Simply Soft for my yarn today. But you can just tell it's almost kind of a puff stitch, but not really. It's a very simple stitch. Once we get going, it's a repeating. So I just wanted to share this. I'm going to get going here. This is worked in multiples of 3. I have to get my slip stitch on my hook here. And so in order to make it bigger or smaller, your pattern project, you need to work it in multiples of 3. That means you can divide the number of whatever stitches you start with by 3, okay? So here we go. I'm going to do probably 12, I think, maybe chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 chains that I have made. Now in the third chain, 1, 2, 3 from the hook, I'm going to work 2 double crochets in that, right, all in the same chain. So I yarned over, brought my yarn through 2 loops, yarned over, and brought my yarn through 2 loops, and 2 loops again. Then I'm going to skip 2, 1, 2, and in that third chain, I'm going to single crochet, and then I'm going to do 2 double crochets right there, the same stitch. This is a really nice pattern to do when you're watching TV and don't really want to count things. And you can know right when you pick it up on your lap, you know right where you stopped. 1, 2, 3, third one, do a single crochet and 2 double crochet. There's no need to mark off rows or anything else, unless you're changing color like I am on my other blanket. I still have to figure out the color rows yet. Okay, so we have 3 left, 1, 2, 3. And that very last one, we're going to do a single crochet. And row 1 is done. Doesn't look like much yet. Give me a minute. It'll start looking like something. So we're going to chain 1, yarn over, and right in that first chain, that first single crochet stitch that we had done, we're going to do 2 double crochets. This row that I'm doing now is what you're going to do the entire way through, okay? So that we're going to skip these double crochets and a single crochet a single crochet in that single crochet stitch, and then 2 double crochets. And another one. And then skip those double crochets, single crochet in the single crochet stitch, yarn over, and then 2 double crochets. Another one. And then skip the double crochets, pick up your yarn from that single crochet, and then complete a single crochet. That row is done. That's row number 2. Row number 3 is worked just like row number 2 now. Single crochet, yarn over, 2 double crochets right in that first stitch, 2, and then single crochet. You can see how nice and fast this goes once you really get it started. And it's one where if I stopped right now, I would know my next stitch is going to be in that single crochet spot. It's it's very forgiving that way. Because so many of us get interrupted by so many things, especially if you have family around. You got to be able to pick it up right where you stopped, and then pick up those first 2 loops in that single crochet and complete your single crochet. I'll do one more row here so that you can see a little bit more how the pattern is working up. And we're going to turn it. And then there's one more variation I want to show you for how you can start it. Do a single crochet, and then 2 double crochet. Whoopsies, got to catch all my yarn. So I did another swatch that shows starting it off with a 2 double, with chain 2 instead of a single crochet. And I want to show you just a little bit of the difference in how that looks. I think it depends on if you like the curved look on the end or one that's a little bit more straight up. So I'm going to snip this so you can see how this looks. pull my yarn through. So this is how it's starting to look. See, it's starting to look just like this one. It's a beautiful texture and it works up very fast. It's a very nice one. But you see how this edge is curved here? It kind of, you know, it has that curved look, which is fine. It's beautiful. So I did one here as well, a swatch, where you can probably tell the difference here more, where it stands up a little bit more on the edge versus curving down. And what I did is, instead of, well, let me start off a row here for you. Let me show you how to do that one. I'll do it real quick. All I did, instead of starting it off with a single crochet on that second row, I started it off with a double crochet. And I'll do a smaller swatch here just to show you that. I'll do like 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In the third one, we still do 2 double crochet. But it just gives a little bit different look to it. And it's whichever you prefer. I don't think that there's any right way or wrong way to do it. So skip 2 in the third one, single crochet. And then 2 double crochet. And we still, this first foundation row is both the same for both of them. So we're going to single crochet. And at the end of each row on that one, I single crocheted. So it's single crochet. So here's where you have the different option. So you could chain 2. So instead of chaining 1, you chain 2. It just gives a little bit taller on the side, so it's a little bit more straight across. It's hard to see. It's a little bit more straight across than this one is a little bit curved. Okay, that's the difference. So we did our chain 2, and then right in that same stitch, I'm going to do 2 double crochet. Then in our single crochet, again, we single crochet, 2 double crochet, and then we still single crochet into the top stitch on the first row there. Okay, we still end it that single crochet way, and I'm running out of yarn. Just give me a moment. All right. So we're going to turn it, and then we're going to do our chain 2 instead of a chain 1. So chain 2, and then 2 double crochet. So it doesn't really mess up your stitch count at all at the beginning. It's just having those edges be a little bit taller, so it's a little bit more straight across on the side. If you prefer that look, I think it's really a matter of, and then single crochet, what look you prefer. So then it's chain 2, and then 2 double crochet, and after this row I'll snip it, and then I'll let you folks look at it and see what you think, see which one you like. The blanket that I'm working on right now, I am doing the chain 2 on the end versus the chain 1, and of course you end with your single crochet. And then I'm going to snip this so you can see, pulling it through. So as you can see, it stands up a little bit more versus being curved on the end here. So it's whichever preference you really prefer. Here it's a little bit more block style. Today I chose on my blanket that I'm working on now to do the chain 2. You can certainly do the chain 1 and do the single crochets on the end. But I hope that you really like this textured pattern. I do. And I'm actually making it in pastels. There were some tulips that were given to me when I recently had surgery. And I took some pictures of them, and I'm trying to just duplicate the colors and the look and the feel of those beautiful tulips. They just made me so happy when I received them. And so I'm trying to do a pastel and try and duplicate how beautiful they were. So I hope that you like doing this stitch pattern here. I hope that you find lots of combinations yourself as well, and I hope you give this one a try. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you want to stay up to date on all of the crochet patterns and stitches and tips and tricks that I'm posting, make sure that you subscribe, and don't forget to check out all of the free patterns at patternprincess.com. Thank you.